NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has hardly opened its eyes, and the universe is new, more mysterious, more beautiful than humanity's dreams. And all these little dots are stars, all these little dots are galaxies, some of which are bigger than our own. This is a huge discovery, and we think that it's a huge discovery. And that's the most exciting piece of this telescope, of this remarkable instrument we've put in space. Finding things that we didn't expect, that we can't explain, because that means that we have to revise our understanding of the universe. Well, JWST is so phenomenal that if you spend enough time, you could probably find any galaxy that ever formed in the universe. It's really that powerful. Finally, tonight, a new era in astronomy. NASA releasing a full batch of images and data from the massive James Webb Space Telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope keeps giving us important new insights on the evolution of the universe. This $1 billion telescope has recently achieved an astronomical milestone by capturing the most detailed image of Proxima b, an exoplanet located in the habitable zone of our nearest stellar neighbor, Proxima Centauri. What mystery lies in this distant world? Is it capable of supporting life? Let's have a look into what the James Webb Telescope just revealed. Hello everyone, welcome back to Envision Space. Let's dive into the video. Launched on December 18, 2021, the James Webb Space Telescope is the most powerful and advanced space telescope ever built, a joint project by NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency. The James Webb Telescope is designed to explore the universe in infrared wavelengths, providing unprecedented clarity and sensitivity. Equipped with a 6.5-meter primary mirror, the telescope is positioned at the second Lagrange point, allowing it to observe the cosmos with minimal interference from Earth's atmosphere. Because that's where life as we know it has the highest chance of emerging, astronomers are especially interested in the habitable zone surrounding stars. Thus, it should come as no surprise that Proxima b, the name we give to our nearest known exoplanet, piques the intense interest of astronomers. Proxima b, discovered in 2016, orbits Proxima Centauri, a red dwarf star located just over 4 light-years away from our solar system. What makes Proxima b interesting is its location within the habitable zone, a region where conditions may be suitable for liquid water to exist, a key ingredient for life as we know it. The exoplanet's potential habitability has spurred interest among astronomers, making it a prime target for the James Webb Space Telescope's observational capabilities. Proxima Centauri b, Earth's cousin, is not just any ordinary rock. This planet is a mystery and a wonder. Could it be another Earth, complete with seas and many kinds of life? There's more though. Proxima Centauri b is not alone in its journey around the red dwarf star Proxima Centauri. Proxima Centauri c, a super-Earth, is one of its fellow travelers. And who knows what else the stellar system could be hiding. Maybe another companion that we haven't yet found. But wait, there are still more mysteries to solve. Proxima Centauri b is very similar in size to Earth, with a mass of 1.17 Earth masses. It orbits its star in only 11.2 days, in contrast to our Earth's year-long orbit around our Sun. That means Proxima Centauri b is a lot closer to its star than Earth is to the Sun. But because the star is a red dwarf, much smaller and cooler than our Sun, its orbit is indeed within the habitable zone of Proxima Centauri. Surprisingly, Proxima Centauri b receives about the same amount of solar energy from its star that Earth does from our Sun. Does this indicate that there is water, possibly even life, on its surface? We find a whole new world of exoplanets when we travel outside of our solar system. Let's continue our discussion on Proxima Centauri b, the star that orbits the red dwarf Proxima Centauri and is part of the Alpha Centauri triple star system. The closest star system to our own solar system is formed by Rigel Kentaurus, also known as Centauri A, and Timon, also known as Centauri b, and Proxima Centauri, also known as Centauri c. With a pink amplitude of -0.27, the two stars Rigel Kentaurus and Timon, which are part of the binary known as Alpha Centauri AB, appear as a single star within the Centaurus constellation. They rank third and brightest in our night sky. Let's now focus on Proxima Centauri, sometimes referred to as Alpha Centauri c. The distance between this red dwarf star, also known as an M-type star, and the other two stars is 0.21 light-years, or around 13,000 times that of Earth to the Sun. It is also the nearest star to us. Proxima Centauri, which means the nearest star to the centaurs in Latin, was actually discovered in 1915 by none other than Scottish astronomer Robert Thorburn Ayres. Even though it's the closest star to us, we are unable to see it with our bare eyes. It has an apparent magnitude of 11.3. Proxima Centauri is still a fascinating star. Red dwarf stars like Proxima Centauri are among the most efficient in terms of energy production. Their internal convection process keeps them glowing for millions of years. Even though they don't generate much energy, Proxima Centauri will actually continue to exist as a main sequence star for a further 4 trillion years. Nonetheless, there is still ongoing debate on the habitability of a red dwarf star such as Proxima Centauri. It is a flare star, which implies that its fluctuations are frequent and unpredictable. And because it is a low-mass star, its habitable zone would be closer than that of the Sun. Although not as habitable as it might seem, estimated to be between 0.023 and 0.054 Australian dollars, it might seem like an in-planet, but don't let its appearance deceive you. Indeed, the distance between it and its star is the same as ours from the Sun. But there's something more to it. Proxima b receives hundreds of times more intense ultraviolet radiation from its Sun than we do from our own. Yes, it is extremely strong, destroying not just nitrogen and oxygen molecules, but even the smallest hydrogen molecules. Furthermore, just because a planet is at the right distance from its star doesn't mean it can support life. It's possible that Proxima b lacks the right atmosphere, which is necessary to maintain a climate essential for regulating climate and supporting a water-friendly surface. Without it, life would be all but impossible, since living things would be exposed to hazardous space weather. Therefore, despite Proxima b's surface resembling Earth, some scientists believe that it is not capable of supporting life. There are still some people who have hopes in discovering the truth about Proxima b. Despite the fact that many elements make it unlivable, one instrument that has captured the attention of astronomers is the James Webb Space Telescope. The James Webb Space Telescope released a high-resolution image of Proxima b, capturing unprecedented details of the exoplanet's surface features, atmosphere, and overall composition. This achievement was made possible by the telescope's advanced instruments, including the near-infrared camera and the mid-infrared instrument, which can peer through cosmic dust clouds and provide a clearer view of distant celestial bodies. The newly unveiled image of Proxima b holds immense scientific significance. Astronomers can now analyze the planet's atmospheric composition, identify potential biomarkers, and study its climate patterns. The data gathered from this observation will contribute to our understanding of exoplanetary atmospheres and enhance our ability to assess the potential habitability of distant worlds. Although there was some information available to scientists regarding the magnetic field characteristics around nearby stars, they were unaware of the specific surroundings of Proxima Centauri until now. Thanks to a recent study using the James Webb Space Telescope, we now know more about the star's solar wind and the dire situation on Proxima b. According to the study, the planet receives nearly 1,000 times the solar wind radiation that Earth does, which means that strong flares might endanger any possible life. Also, the April 2021 Proxima Centauri flare was 100 times more powerful than any solar flare ever recorded. Without specialized shelter, it's difficult to imagine life enduring such high radiation levels. Although the concept of a livable planet circling Proxima Centauri is intriguing, the actual situation appears to be far from friendly. We have always been fascinated by the idea of coming into contact with extraterrestrial life as humans, and when a strange signal from the Alpha Centauri system was found in late 2020, that excitement reached new heights. Interestingly, this signal has an odd frequency reading of 982.551 Hz, manufactured by a piece of equipment. Finding extraterrestrial life on the closest planet to our solar system might not be as unlikely as previously believed. Groundbreaking projects are investigating the potential to reduce travel times from hundreds of years to only a few decades. Current technology may be able to overcome the difficulty of accelerating an object as its mass grows. Here's the text organized into paragraphs without missing or skipping any words. Especially when it gets closer to the speed of light, even though Alpha Centauri is the nearest star system to Earth, reaching it would take 6,000 years using present technology. The Starshot project is exploring the possibility of using lasers to accelerate a spacecraft towards Alpha Centauri, the nearest star system to Earth. The main challenge, though, is the Earth's atmosphere, which distorts lasers and incoming light, making it challenging to apply the force required to move a spacecraft forward. Much more powerful lasers on the ground would be able to keep a close focus on the space mission, thanks to small lasers mounted on satellites that would evaluate atmospheric impacts in real time to send out the vessel at any given time. The required lasers need an astounding 100 gigawatts of power, which is equal to the total U.S. electricity usage, but the lasers only need to operate for 10 minutes at full power. They plan to employ 100 million lasers to distribute the electricity across an area of 1 square kilometer. The Starshot team's determination to push the boundaries of space exploration is evident. When the lasers are switched off, the objects racing through space will be traveling at 20% of the speed of light. This spacecraft could reach Alpha Centauri in about 22 years, with a diameter of a little over 10 meters, but it might be significantly slowed down by the Sun's gravitational pull and interstellar debris. It will take 4 more years for the spacecraft's signals to reach Earth, even if they make it to Alpha Centauri. The interesting thing about this idea is that additional probes can be sent for a reasonable price once the launch system is in place. Sending a group of probes into nearby star systems greatly increases the likelihood of obtaining a sight of any planets like Earth. Once humankind reaches Proxima Centauri, there would be a whole star system to discover. How many more planets similar to ours are there? Our universe is full of exoplanets just waiting to be found. These planets vary greatly in size and shape. Some are enormous gas giants, while others have features similar to Earth. But what do we know about them? Astronomers are particularly interested in studying gas giant exoplanets. These planets are somewhat larger than Jupiter and Saturn, yet they have similar compositions. These enormous objects, which exceed even the largest planet in our solar system, have been nicknamed superjupiters. The first confirmed finding of planets orbiting a particular kind of neutron star, known as a pulsar, was made by scientists in 1992. The first planet discovered orbiting a star like the Sun was found in 1995. Since then, numerous other planets, including several Earth-sized ones, have been discovered using the Kepler Space Observatory and research conducted on Earth. But that is only the very beginning. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson reassured us that this finding marks a new age in science, offering a fresh perspective on the cosmos and creating excitement among scientists worldwide. With every new finding, the James Webb Space Telescope continues to add pieces to the enormous puzzle of our universe's history by capturing breathtaking pictures of stars, galaxies, and cosmic dust. It is amazing to know that Proxima Centauri b is now the closest confirmed world. Its proximity to our own solar system and potential habitability raises interesting questions for us. It's an important step in the search for habitable planets beyond Earth. Huge discovery, and we think that it's a huge discovery. That's the most exciting piece of this telescope, of this remarkable instrument we put in space. Finding things that we didn't expect, things we can't explain, because that means we have to revise our understanding of the universe. Well, JWST is so phenomenal that if you spend enough time, you could probably find any galaxy that ever formed in the universe. It's really that powerful. Just now, the telescope picked up something strange that could be potential signs of intelligent life beyond Earth. If this evidence is real, we could be looking at undeniable proof that we are not alone. Aliens might actually exist, and this is the closest we have ever been to finding them. So what exactly did the James Webb Telescope discover? Could it have finally communicated with extraterrestrial life? Let's find out. Alien life on Proxima b? The James Webb Telescope has detected something unusual on Proxima b, an exoplanet that has been of great interest since its discovery in 2016. But what makes Proxima b so special, and why are astronomers paying such close attention? First, the basics. Proxima b is located just 4.24 light-years away from Earth. That's pretty close in space terms. It orbits in what's known as the habitable zone around its star, Proxima Centauri. The habitable zone is basically an area where conditions could allow for liquid water to exist, which is one of the key ingredients for life as we know it. Naturally, scientists have been eager to study this planet and see if it might hold any clues about the possibility of life beyond Earth. But the problem was that Proxima b orbits a red dwarf star, and red dwarfs are not exactly friendly neighbors. These stars are known for their violent behavior, often unleashing intense solar flares. This raises serious concerns. A flare could easily strip away a planet's atmosphere, leaving it exposed and potentially uninhabitable. So even though Proxima b seemed promising, there were big doubts about its ability to support life. Yet despite these challenges, astronomers didn't give up. They kept studying the planet, hoping it might still reveal something important. Then came the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope, one of its main missions being to observe the universe in greater detail than ever before. Unlike its predecessor, the Hubble, this new telescope is equipped with infrared instruments. These tools are a game-changer as they can detect faint emissions from distant stars and galaxies, and yes, even exoplanets. When scientists pointed it toward Proxima, they were hoping to gather more information about its atmosphere, surface, and maybe even signs of biological life. The interesting thing here is that instead of detecting the usual suspects, like methane or water vapor, the telescope picked up something completely unexpected, a faint glow coming from the planet's night side. And no, this was not just some natural phenomenon like volcanic activity or auroras. This glow was steady and consistent, something that would more likely come from artificial lighting. You know, the kind of light you would expect to see from a city at night. This discovery has left scientists shocked. Could this be evidence of an advanced civilization? While it is too early to jump to conclusions, the idea that we might have found signs of intelligent life is hard to ignore. After all, artificial lights are one of the few things we associate with developed civilizations, like seeing Earth from space. So if Proxima really does have something similar going on, we might be looking at our first real clue that we are not alone in the universe. What does this mean? The discovery of potential artificial lights on Proxima b is nothing short of mind-blowing. If these lights really are a product of some advanced technology, it could mean that a highly developed civilization either exists or once existed on this nearby exoplanet. If that's true, this would be the first time we have found direct evidence of extraterrestrial technology. It's not a small discovery, it's not like we found some bacteria or basic life form. This could be intelligent beings capable of shaping their environment, maybe even creating city-like structures. This is the kind of stuff that makes you sit up and realize just how big the universe really is. But as exciting as this all sounds, it leaves us with so many questions. If these lights are from a civilization, just how advanced are they? Are we talking about a society like ours, one that is experiencing its own technological developments and struggles, or is this something much more evolved? These lights cover a significant portion of the planet, according to the data from the James Webb telescope. That could mean either one massive city or a bunch of smaller settlements scattered across the planet. Either way, we are talking about an organized society, not just random lights here and there. And then, of course, there is another question. How are these lights powered? Are they using something like electricity as we do, generated from natural resources like coal, solar, or wind? Here is where it gets really interesting. Have they developed some advanced form of energy that we cannot even imagine yet? Proxima b orbits a red dwarf star, which is much cooler and dimmer than our sun. This could mean the inhabitants had to get creative with their energy production, maybe harnessing energy in ways that could give us clues about solving our own energy problems here on Earth. But what if these lights are just the remains of a civilization? Think about it. What if this is a society that once thrived but is now in decline? What could have caused it? Maybe they faced some internal conflict, ran into environmental issues, or even encountered some cosmic disaster. On the other hand, what if the civilization is still flourishing? If that's the case, it raises the possibility of actual contact between us and them. The next thing we have to think about is whether we should even try to make contact. History tells us that when two civilizations meet, things don't always go smoothly. We have countless examples from our own history where encounters between human societies led to either cooperation or conflict. So if we do decide to reach out to this alien civilization, what would that look like? Do we approach them with caution or do we jump right into it? The ethical and practical questions are endless, and honestly, a bit terrifying. There is also the big challenge this discovery presents to our current understanding of where life can exist. For the longest time, scientists thought that planets orbiting red dwarf stars were not exactly life-friendly. These stars often unleash powerful solar flares, which could easily wipe out an atmosphere and leave a planet barren. Yet here we are, with potential evidence that not only life but intelligent life could be thriving in such conditions. If that's the case, it would completely change how we think about where life might exist in the universe. Red dwarfs are actually the most common type of star in our galaxy, and if life can thrive on Proxima b, that means there could be many other planets around red dwarfs where life could also exist. Suddenly, the universe is looking a lot more crowded. Even the places we once thought were unlikely candidates for life might need a second look. This discovery could be a game-changer for space exploration. The fact that Proxima is relatively close to Earth in astronomical terms makes it a prime target for future missions. It is just 4.24 light-years away. Sure, that distance is still mind-boggling by our human standards, but in the grand scheme of the universe, it is practically in our backyard. Over the years, there's been a growing rumor around the idea of sending probes or even crewed missions to nearby star systems. Now, with the possibility of city lights on Proxima b, things could speed up big time. Scientists could develop advanced propulsion technology so that we can study Proxima b and its possible inhabitants up close. It is not as far-fetched as it used to sound. The discovery of potential artificial lights there makes it an even more exciting candidate for future exploration. The goal would be to gather more data, get up close and personal with the planet, and maybe even discover if we are really dealing with an intelligent civilization out there. This is not the first time we have tried to find extraterrestrial life. We already have an institute called SETI, which stands for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Traditionally, SETI has focused on trying to detect radio signals or other forms of communication from distant civilizations. But with this new discovery, we might need to switch things up. The idea of finding city lights rather than listening for signals suggests that we should be on the lookout for other signs of advanced technology. Think about it. What if there are more planets out there like Proxima b, where artificial lighting or even massive structures could indicate life? This could mark the beginning of a whole new era in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. But it is not just the scientists who are getting excited. This discovery has captured the public's imagination like few space-related events have in recent years. The idea that an alien civilization might be close enough for us to see the lights of its cities is both thrilling and awe-inspiring. People are excited about this discovery. They have been following every update from the James Webb telescope and eagerly waiting to see what comes next. And honestly, who could blame them? Beyond the science and public fascination, there's also something bigger to think about. The potential discovery of an intelligent civilization challenges us to reconsider our place in the universe. We have always seen ourselves as the top species, the pinnacle of evolution. But if Proxima b really does have intelligent life, we are not alone. This realization might change how we see ourselves and our responsibilities as a species, both to our planet and to the technology we create. It is a lot to think about, but it could push humanity in exciting new directions. And not just that, we might also be looking at some threats. How can we prepare ourselves if an alien race does exist just some light years away? The possibility of an advanced civilization on Proxima b raises many questions and concerns. If these lights detected on the planet are truly artificial, we are looking at a society that has mastered some impressive technological feats. But what can we learn from them? Could they show us how to build a sustainable, advanced society? Or, on the other hand, warn us of the dangers that come with rapid technological progress? There is also the unsettling thought. Would they see us as a potential threat? Just as we might be cautious about them, they could be equally wary of Earth. The prospect of making contact with an alien civilization brings up difficult questions about our future, our place in the universe, and how we handle the responsibility of advancing technology. Plus, it forces us to consider what kind of civilization we are, or want to become, as we explore the cosmos. One thing is for sure. If these lights are real, they could be the catalyst for some serious international cooperation. Studying a planet that's light years away is not a job for just one country. It's going to require the kind of teamwork we have seen with projects like the International Space Station. Many countries would have to come together, pool resources, and share knowledge, all for the common goal of exploring Proxima b and potentially making contact. Now, if there really is a civilization on Proxima b, one of the first questions we would probably ask is how they have managed to survive in such a hostile environment. Remember, Proxima b is orbiting a red dwarf star, Proxima Centauri, which is notorious for its intense stellar flares. These flares can bombard the planet with harmful radiation, making it hard to imagine life surviving there. But if these lights are anything to go by, it suggests that the inhabitants of Proxima have found some way to protect themselves. Maybe they have developed advanced technology to control their atmosphere or shield their cities from radiation. Heck, they might have even adapted, biologically or technologically, to thrive under such extreme conditions. That would give us a whole new understanding of how life can evolve in ways we have never thought possible. And let's not forget about the lights themselves. What if the technology powering them is something far beyond our current understanding? We are talking about the possibility of energy sources we cannot even conceive of yet, antimatter reactors, zero-point energy, or harnessing the energy of their star in ways we have only dreamed of. The intensity and spread of these lights could offer some serious clues about the level of technology the civilization has achieved. If they have tapped into energy sources that are far beyond anything we have come up with, it could totally redefine what we think is possible for our own future. There is also a fascinating cultural angle to consider. The distribution of these lights across the planet could give us a peek into their society structure. Are the lights spread evenly? If so, it would suggest there is a highly connected global society. But what if the light is clustered in certain areas? Then it would hint at the existence of city-states, nations, or factions. The patterns could reveal a lot about how this alien civilization functions, from urban planning to technological priorities. Understanding how this alien society operates would be important if we ever do make contact. Are they peaceful explorers eager to share their knowledge and culture? Or are they isolationists choosing to remain hidden from the rest of the universe? Their lights suggest a civilization that is advanced enough to possibly engage in interstellar travel. If that's the case, they could have already explored other planets and star systems beyond Proxima Centauri. Another question that keeps popping up is the timing of this discovery. Proxima is only 4.24 light-years away, which means the light we are seeing now left the planet just over 4 years ago. That's almost real time in the grand scheme of space. This raises the possibility that any civilization on Proxima b could be at a similar technological stage as us right now. They could be facing the same societal challenges or working on the same advancements, but in an alien world. Alternatively, they might be a much older civilization that's already hit its technological peak, or even collapsed, with the lights being the last remnants of a once great society. The sheer proximity of Proxima means that communication, while challenging, would not take as long as we might expect. With a light-year delay of just over 4 years, it is almost instantaneous compared to the centuries or millennia it would take to communicate with civilizations in more distant parts of the galaxy. If we ever establish contact, it could be the beginning of something truly transformative, not just for us but for our understanding of life in the universe. The possibilities of making contact with an alien civilization on Proxima b are staggering. If we send a signal out, we could receive a response in just 9 years. That's the potential here. For the first time, humanity could engage in a real-time conversation with another intelligent species. Of course, the logistics are a whole other story, like what language would we use? How would we even ensure that we understand each other? These are big challenges, but the short delay in communication makes it a lot more realistic than ever before. And then what about their technology? We've already seen city lights, but what other types of signals or technologies could exist on Proxima b that we have not yet detected? This could be just the beginning. Maybe they have massive engineering projects that produce gravitational waves or something equally mind-blowing. Every new discovery could offer us a deeper understanding of their technology. And who knows, maybe it's a roadmap for our own future. Another huge question is, who or what lives on Proxima b? If the civilization is advanced enough to produce artificial lighting, it's safe to assume they are intelligent beings. But their biology, that's likely something entirely different from anything we have encountered. Proxima b orbits a red dwarf star, which means its environment is pretty extreme. The inhabitants could have evolved unique biological features to survive in such volatile conditions, or maybe they have merged biology with technology, becoming a post-biological society where machines and organic life are mixed to create a new species. This also opens up an interesting discussion on intelligence. For centuries we have defined intelligence based on our own experiences. But what if the life forms on Proxima have developed intelligence in a totally different way? Maybe they operate on a hive-like consciousness or have a collective intelligence that functions on principles we cannot yet grasp. This could redefine what we consider intelligence and even shift how we approach AI and machine learning here on Earth. And if we're thinking big, imagine the possibilities of cultural exchange if we establish contact. The potential to share knowledge, ideas, and innovations with an entirely different species is mind-blowing. We could learn new forms of governance, philosophy, art, and science. Ideas that have evolved under completely different circumstances. Collaboration could start a renaissance of creativity and thought for both species. So what do you think? How should we approach this new discovery? Should we make contact with this extraterrestrial life or not? Tell us your opinions in the comments below. If you want to hear more shocking stories, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we've got a lot more of this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.